Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have compiled 3 amazing 4th of July delicious recipes for you. Check it out.
Hey guys, welcome back to Keegan's Kitchen. Today we'll be making a nice juicy barbecue rib. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be notified every time we make a new video.
Alright guys, so we're just going to add some mustard. This mustard will act as a sealant, once we add the spices and herbs and stuff like that. It's going to help marinate, our ribs much faster. Oh yes, apply that mustard. And right now we're using, let's see here. What's the name of that, of this mustard?
Sweet and hot.
So it's a sweet and hot mustard. So after we finish adding the sweet and hot mustard, then we'll start to add our dry rub and make sure everything is nice, seasoned, tenderized, and all that good stuff. All right, so the first thing that we're applying right now is our salt and all-purpose seasoning. This is a nice little homemade dry rub that we made. I'll definitely have the all of the ingredients and instructions in the description of this video. Right here I have some sazon and paprika mixed together. And you want to do the same step. Apply your seasoning, your dry rub to your meat. Alright guys, so right now I'm just applying some brown sugar. If you don't have brown sugar at home, that's perfectly fine. You could always use the refined granulated white sugar. Alright. This brown sugar right here is going to add that extra sweetness, that nice little dark brown crust. Guys, so we're gonna add our 2 slabs of ribs to the foil paper, and basically wrapping your ribs in the foil will help them tenderize, and will keep your ribs from basically over smoking actually. All right, so guys, once again, wrapping your ribs in the foil paper right here, this will allow your ribs to be tenderized at a much faster pace, and it will definitely, keep them from over smoking. But we're gonna start off by adding our ribs to the oven real quick. We're gonna bake it at about 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we'll transfer it outside to the charcoal grill. The charcoal grill outside is gonna give it that nice, smoky, juicy flavor. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to add that charcoal flavor. Alright guys, so we pretty much baked the ribs for 1 hour in the oven at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. After 1 hour, you want to remove it from the oven, toss it on the grill. And we're gonna basically keep flipping, you know, both slabs every 15 minutes. All right, guys, so you're basically gonna cook, you wanna grill your ribs for at least 15 minutes on each side for at least 1 hour. All right, so every 15 minutes, flip it over, boom, boom, boom. Should be good until it's nice, juicy, and tender. Close it down, baby. Boom. All right, guys, so it's about time. This is gonna be the first flip. It's been slowly grilling for the past 10 minutes. I know I mentioned 15 minutes earlier, but once you know what you're doing, you don't really have to go by time. You just look, you know, based on the color. So we're gonna flip it over. All right, guys, as you can see, I just gave it a nice little flip, and we're gonna let it cook for 15 more minutes before we flip it again. Add some sauce, put it back in that foil paper, and then let it slow cook.
Just gonna add 1 tablespoon of jerk seasoning. And now I'm gonna add the whole thing of the sweet honey barbecue sauce. You can add a little water and shake it up to get the rest of the sauce out.
And we're just gonna add some extra brown sugar.
Now we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar.
1, 2. And then we're just gonna mix it up together. All right, so just mix it up real quick. And this is what we're gonna apply to the ribs. We're gonna brush like this nice, delicious sauce on both of the ribs that we have outside. All right, looking good. Everything's looking good so far. All right, guys, so just let's head on outside and get this ball rolling.
We're gonna check our ribs and then we're gonna start applying our sauce.
Looking good, baby, looking good. Time to start applying our barbecue sauce, guys. Check this out.
It's gonna taste real good.
Really good. It's gonna taste good, guys. So you just wanna apply the sauce with a brush.
Oh,
If you don't have a brush, guys, you could always just pour the sauce on like this. All right. Ooh, baby. All right. So no need to worry. No need to worry if you don't have a brush at home. Just use a spoon, a bucket, or whatever you have. Improvise, you know. Looking so good right now.
Oh, just look at that.
Ooh, baby. Baby back ribs. Ooh. Ooh. We're gonna close it back down real quick and let it cook. All right, guys, so we're about to do this last flip. And once again, we're just gonna apply our barbecue sauce. Okay. How is it looking, Kelly?
It's looking real nice.
Looking good?
Yep.
Yeah. This is it.
It looks so nice.
Look how tender the steak is, guys. Look. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. And for today's recipe, I'll be making the best steak ever. That's right, best steak ever. Here are some of the ingredients that I'll be using for today's recipe. Okay guys, so let's start off by seasoning our steak real quick. So I have a little bit of cayenne pepper, steak seasoning. We're just gonna combine the two. Add our ground coffee. And then you just wanna mix all three together. All right, so guys, let's make sure the steak is well seasoned, both sides. All right guys, my oil is nice and hot, ready to go. So we're just gonna add the steak. As you can see, my steak is nice and dark. That's the color I'm looking for right now. All right, so we're just gonna flip it over and cook it for like 2 to 3 minutes on the other side. All right guys, so this, I added some rosemary, fresh garlic. This is gonna add that extra kick to your steak, that extra boost, you know, aromatics, extra flavor. All right, you don't want your steak to be bland, you want it to be flavorful. So whatever ingredients you have at home, you could always add it to your steak. Don't be afraid to add flavor. Right now the steak is looking juicy, tender. All right guys, so we're gonna let the steak rest for like about a minute. We're gonna take it out of the pan, let it sit for like a minute or two before we start slicing. 2 tablespoons of butter, unsalted butter, and we're just gonna let that sit until it's fully melted. Look how tender the steak is, guys. Look. Wow. Alright guys, definitely try this recipe and let me know how it is. Please leave a comment. Wow. My God. Super tender. You know, not salty. A little bit of spice. So if you're afraid of the spice, you know, you can still try this recipe. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Keegan's Kitchen. And for today's recipe, I'll be making a pan-seared spicy honey garlic chicken breast. Now, I believe that pan-searing your chicken breast is one of the easiest and fastest way to do it. I'll show you just how to do it. Stay tuned. All right guys, so the first thing that I'll be doing is to cut my chicken breast in half. Here it is. I'll just be using 2 chicken breasts. Each one weighs about a pound. I'm just gonna grab a parchment paper, and you're just gonna do like this. Place your chicken breasts on the parchment paper, close it up, and then we're just gonna pound our chicken breast. Now you want to pound your chicken breast until it's about a 1/2 inch thick. You know, this is gonna allow your chicken to cook more evenly at a faster pace. It's gonna be juicier, more flavor. It's just gonna be better, all right? So just pound it until it's basically thin, all right? So that's it, all right? And we're gonna do the same thing to the other piece of chicken breast. All right, guys, so now I'm gonna show you all the seasonings that I'll be using for this recipe, and then we'll move from there, all right? All right, guys, so here are some of the ingredients that I'll be using for this recipe. I have complete seasoning, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, crushed red pepper, garlic paste, and honey. So all of these seasonings that I have here, I'll be combining them together to create this delicious, juicy recipe. All right, guys, so before I go ahead and add my seasoning, I'm just gonna remove these, you know, these extra fat from the chicken breast. I also previously washed my chicken with lemon juice, vinegar, and water. Now it's time to add our complete seasoning. I'll be using 2 tablespoons. 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper. 1 tablespoon of crushed red pepper. Time to get our hands dirty. Give it a nice little massage. We just want to make sure all 4 pieces of our chicken breast is completely seasoned. All right, looking good. All right, y'all, so for today's recipe, I'll be using a cast iron skillet. Once the skillet is heated, I'm just gonna add some cooking oil. All right, so my skillet is nice and hot. All right, guys, so I'm about to go ahead and flip the chicken breast. It's been 5 minutes. All right, guys, time to make our sauce. I'm gonna add some garlic paste. Then I'll add my honey. And we're just gonna keep this on low heat. Mix it together, give it a nice little mix. All right, guys, so after mixing the garlic paste and the honey together, this is what it should look like. We're just gonna pour it on top of the chicken and we should be good to go. All right guys, so I'm just gonna pour my honey garlic sauce all over the chicken breast. All right, just like this. If you have a brush at home, just spread it all over evenly. And if you want to do both sides, you can, you don't have to. So guys, this is our spicy honey garlic chicken breast, pan seared. I'm just gonna top it off with a little bit of cilantro, parsley, whatever you have. If you have parsley, use parsley. If you have cilantro, you know, whatever herbs you have at home.